Having a private task.
I ain't got shit.
Go in a bridge.
So that means every one of you like this thing.
So far.
I'm gonna say I like it better than Discovery.
No.
Really?
So far I do, but I mean it's still early too. So I mean I'll hold that full judgment, but
Yeah, but
they didn't try to
it's very
fucking
hard.
feed me fake ass Klingons. I mean let's put it that way. They didn't try to sell me their 31st century and the 24th century world shit.
Yeah, but it's so hard to give him a next chance because, I mean, the first episode I said, well, for the start, okay, it's not bad, it's not exciting, but it's okay. The second episode was, okay, well, then there was the third where he just what was the third again?
He went to see Raffi.
That was.
So
When what?
He went to see
He's
Raffi.
trying to
Oh,
recruit
when he Raffi, that was.
When he
Yeah.
recruited the kid. Didn't he get the kid there?
No, the kid was in the fourth episode.
Right,
Okay.
sorry to interrupt this, but Knight, it says you're on a cooldown.
Yeah, I just did it, but it's an event, right? No?
No.
Visit. I don't know. All right, well, I'll hop out. You do it real quick.
No worries, mate.
Why don't you just switch?
Switch to what?
Nightmare.
Oh, no, because it's so quick. There's no reason. By the time I switch, it'll be over. I mean, it's not like you can do it on, if you're doing the Task Force one, it's,
You can do it at any level you want. You can do it on Elite. It's there. If you go to the Events tab, you can pick anything you want.
oh, go, I don't know. Let me go through the events tab then. I don't see no fucking
When you go into join PVE,
TFO. Oh, you're talking through there. No, I went through the events tab, featured, and we'll go
yeah.
over and hit the conduit space, because, I'm doing it for my
If you go to
daily
PVE,
too.
if you go to PVE, you can go to the
It
special
still
event.
gives you the chance, probably, yeah. But it's still the featured event, though, man.
But you can
They don't
change it.
usually
You
give.
can make it.
But I'm saying, but they don't
advanced.
usually give you a fucking cooldown on the
Oh yeah.
No.
because they want everybody to have a fair chance to get it done, etc.
Yes.
Right.
Whatever. Go
It
knock
doesn't
it
say
out.
I'm queued. It says I'm not queued
Well,
right now. So-
Okay, so I need to continue with the rant.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
fourth episode, I was okay. I was okay. I mean, it has its weakness, like when the kiddo the kiddo just 10 minutes before it said, well, fuck you, I don't come with you because, well, you are a stupid asshole, whatnot. And he had every right to do. Fair enough. So
I thought he made him tell him the story.
So, yeah, well, he did tell the story. Or didn't he? Or what do you mean?
When he told him, like, why do you want me to go with you? And like,
Yes,
now you
exactly.
got used for me. Oh yeah, he did tell me. That's when
Yeah.
he said, fuck you.
So until that's fine. Also, when the kiddo decides to, yeah, okay, you only want me as a tool, fuck off. That's fair enough. I can understand that. And I also do understand the point when Picard refuses to fight, and that was a point where I said, oh, well, that's back in the days. Sounds good, And then there came the kiddo into and just killed
Can
those
I ask a
both
question here?
people, beheaded them without any fucking reason, and just said, yeah, okay, I come with you. What?
Well,
And
hold on.
and
Let me
the
interject here. Hey, they were
Okay.
gonna kill him.
yeah,
Alright?
they
And I'm thinking.
they
my
wanted to
reason, I
kill him.
thought that
Wait a
he-
second,
he-
they wanted to kill him. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, true. Okay, fair enough.
And I'm thinking he didn't want to fight because he's an old ass man that would probably get his
Yes.
ass kicked.
Exactly. So we should maybe just beam out, ready, done. Or something like that.
You have to
Yeah,
wait for
but
the
I mean,
window,
he's
remember?
a defiant old man too. Remember, because I mean, Fuck you.
They
All
could-
you people wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this old fucking man. And he quit his fucking job and career because they refused to keep helping you.
Yes. Yes.
So he
Fair
deserved
enough.
a little respect. You know what I mean? Come the fuck
That's
on.
okay. That's
He
totally okay.
couldn't
I
beam out
totally
right away
understand.
because they had to wait for the window. Remember, they had the security force shield that was in a rotating whatever.
But come on, he could have just talked to them until the window's there. They could have explained it. That's
Sure.
that's
I mean,
possible.
coulda, woulda, shoulda, right?
But,
I mean,
and this is the point, this kiddo just killed those two people, and I mean, only 10 minutes before he said, well, fuck off.
Pop.
And now he completely changed his mind? Really?
yeah, because he realized his ticket to getting off that goddamn hellhole planet was leaving, and he ain't have enough time to process meeting the guy he loved and then learn to hate over the years, I imagine.
Right.
Didn't he look good doing it though?
Pop or no pop?
No pop.
Right.
Did they what, sir?
Didn't he look good doing it though?
Who?
When he killed those two people, like flying through the air doing that little
There was
spin
some good
thing?
choreography and shit. It didn't look cheap ass, you know.
Yeah, but it was not. But was that necessary?
Remember
Was it?
now, Ice, be fair, we're not watching a Starfleet series.
Yes, that's true.
This
but,
is undiscovered country for the Star Trek world.
Yes, yeah, but then again, the decision just 10 minutes later. Okay, well, I come
Yeah.
with you. Just before that. I mean, just give it. Even if you want that, you want in the story, you want him to go with him. Why not give him more time? Like, okay, first he said "fuck off." Okay, and then we have left over, I don't know, 50 minutes in the show, in the episode, where Picard tries to, interact with him, explains his motivations and so on, and maybe. What he usually does before, when
Yeah,
he
but
just rethinks.
Before it was
I
Starfleet,
can't-
though.
I
He's not
can't say
Starfleet
that.
now.
I can't stay mad at you, homie.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
you don't need to be
cute little old
Starfleet.
man,
But
little
and then
bald head.
remember now, it was a little kid's memory. Everybody else, like the older chick that he's seen there, that was cool with him, realized what he did, good or bad. They wished he could have helped more, but
Yes,
the boy
but
just
then,
remembers a father figure that deserted him again and never came back. And
Never came
exactly. And then
asshole.
why not give them time to? Okay, he said, let's say, okay, fuck off. We are at the point where the kid says fuck off, and then maybe Picard just accept that he's angry or whatever, and tries to speak with him about that point, about his motivations and whatnot. And maybe then the kid realized, okay, just give him a chance or so, and then go ahead, continue the journey,
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
But,
yes,
you know
it's
what I
not
mean, that's-
Federation,
Same thing
it's
with
not
Raffi.
Federation.
Raffi was telling them Raffi told him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, but here's the number for a pilot.
Yeah, so but you say, okay, it's not Federation, but it's still Picard and it's still his idea. I mean,
Yes, his ideology.
yeah, exactly.
Did you get
And-
joined?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I
Lovely.
didn't got thingy.
Just
a pop.
waiting.
Yeah. So this is
Oh, yeah.
one thing I didn't like, but fair enough. The episode wasn't bad. The fourth episode. This only thing was not okay for me. But the fifth one was, in my opinion, completely ridiculous. I mean, the cruelty, fair enough. I mean, in the first place, I thought that's a bit too much. I mean, I have watched Hannibal, so, and I watched all seasons of Hannibal, but this one was a bit, whew.
Is it because of the scene with Egypt at the beginning?
Yes,
Do
and
you know
not
what?
because, and I don't bother, and I don't care that Seven killed him because he was paid for it. That's not my problem. It was only the cruelty of those scenes in
Do you
this.
know what? I
Yeah,
absolutely
but that-
agree with you on that because it all pop.
Pop.
It did remind me a bit of, let's say, the the beginning of season 1 of Discovery, where Ash Tyler was all getting cut up and being transformed into a Klingon, and then it's got that elements of Saw into it, all that like blood and guts, pulling eyeballs out, and everything else. That is not Star Trek, in my opinion.
No anesthesia. Oh my
And that's
god.
the whole point,
Yeah.
I think. It was meant to slap you in the face and remind you you're not watching a Starfleet series. I mean, it is
Yeah,
Starfleet,
but-
but we're going down the road. Everybody always wondered, what is it like going to these planets when you're not in the big fucking flagship? And you're just a normal Joe trying to sneak in and out.
But we had those cruelty before, but that was not that explicit and not that
Yeah, but we're on
ridiculous.
pay-to-see TV now, too, though, so they're
And-
trying to step it up.
Look,
But-
look
but
what they
that
were
was
doing
not
to
any-
Look at Walking Dead.
In,
I mean, gore.
Yes, but it's Walking Dead. It's not Star
I
Trek,
agree.
isn't it?
And they're looking at the Borg as less than human, so they're trying to make them the new Jews of the galaxy, I guess.
but look what they were doing to that tardigrade in Discovery. That's
That is
cool.
true.
They didn't know
Yeah,
it was
it was.
a living,
It was.
like I mean, they knew it was living, but they didn't know it was, conscious, like
But yeah.
more than a
But that's
cell.
not. But that's only one point at this episode. The next point was, I mean, this completely Ocean's 11 move there. Yeah, and then there's
I hated the
the
Picard disguise too. I
So,
agree with you 100%.
there's the Picard, and he said, okay, I mean, he's an admiral who everyone knows in the fucking universe. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then, well, oh, come on, just put an eye patch on it. It's like
That's it.
Clark Kent watching, it's like Picard having it's like Clark Kent wearing
You
glasses.
become aboard and destroy everybody in Wolf 359 and then save the universe multiple times. Everybody knows your face.
Yeah.
The guy at Starfleet at the gate didn't know who it was.
And that was weak writing, I thought, because
Yes.
you would not be in fucking Starfleet and not know this man. Even
Yeah.
if the current establishment didn't like him, he is a fucking legend, living.
Yeah, he's a legend.
I didn't like that part either. That was real weak ass. I mean, in that technology, you couldn't fucking put some fake skin on him and change his looks. Fuck, they done that in your old episode, Picard. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, he must be in books because he just he made so many historical things. So he discovered so much. He was fighting against the Borg and whatnot. And
Well, just from
he-
that
he
and all
was
the
a
famous
Borg
things they've
as
done.
well,
That.
so,
Yeah, I mean, he killed everybody at Wolf 359.
yeah. So
Yep, 16,000 people.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
nobody
there's
can
a
tell
lot of
me
fuck-
they don't know him. So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that made me cringe every time I seen him in that eye patch and talking with that fucking French.
Yeah.
Like someone slapped. This old man has lost his mind. Get Picard out of here. You know? But
Yeah,
other
that
than
was-
that, I'm enjoying down the unknown roads. You know what I mean? I'm tired of every episode being in a starship and fucking the new adventure. It's like, come on.
Yeah, but we also don't really see it like, I don't know. I mean, all the aliens we know and love, you know?
But remember, he's not in Starfleet, so these are, you know, I mean, you don't have the melting pot of the government or whatever they are called, you know, Starfleet, you know, of the universe.
And what's also I can't live with that. It's the same stereotype in every fucking show these days. The scientist is the most stupid character in the in the roster. I mean, that makes no sense. Why does she not know that Disruptor doesn't have a stun thing?
Well,
That
she
doesn't
seems
make
to be
sense.
some sort of an assassin as well, really.
And she
Yeah, I don't
doesn't.
think
She's
that was a
clumsy
lie.
as fuck. I mean, she's a
think
fucking
that's an act.
scientist.
Well, I mean, in defense, now let's be honest, most scientists are
Oh,
very
come on.
smart,
Oh,
but when it comes to
yeah.
like your normal everyday common sense,
That's-
sometimes they do lack because they're so focused on the new discovery and learning and on their stuff that
That's a cliche. That's a cliche.
Well, I mean, I don't
That's
know. I don't
that's
think over
really.
here as much.
I
I mean,
mean,
I'm not saying they're all dumb.
yeah,
Don't get
yeah,
me wrong.
but look at her. She's in at every point she's stupid and clumsy. There's nothing she can
I think
she
it's
can
an
do. It's
act.
only what, huh?
It's an act. It's an act to throw them off.
That is
Well, I
true.
mean, yeah, you seen what she did at the end, so I
She
mean, there's
does look
definitely more
like
to that.
she's either
Maybe.
Tal Shiar, possibly, or even what did she say? The Judd Vesh, the secret
Yeah,
organization.
the other group.
Maybe, but I'm not too sure if that's true.
Yeah, she did do a lot of crying through it.
Yeah, that is true. I was thinking,
Well,
oh
she
god,
loved
here
that
comes
dude.
Michael Burnham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Didn't she?
Crying over a
And
kid.
then what I do hate, I mean, that's the
GG, by the way.
the side cast, you know, the Romulan guy looks like like Spock. Like Spock from
Yeah,
Star Trek
there's a good
Discovery.
similarity.
This hipster look, and then he is too. I mean, there's a woman of the same species, and he's not able to defend himself against her. Really? No,
Well,
I'm not saying. That females are weak or so. Yeah, but look at her. You
well, I
know.
think there's more to it than what meets the eye because as every encounter between them two, it's always very sort of sexually orientated, and even though they're brother and sister. So, do you know what I mean? That's a bit weird, like, because at first I was like, okay, that's his woman, and then when he says, oh, sister, and then when she's like, oh, brother, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
right, what's going on
All
here?
good points,
But fair enough, I can
but
see where they're trying to
but
go
it's
with the
still early
story.
on. Remember when Discovery came out and they showed us the Klingons from the very first start and the technology, everybody was screaming.
But
You don't
Yeah.
have as many plot holes going on here now where they gotta go to the future. Every time somebody does
Maybe,
time travel, I'm like, what
maybe
a weak ass excuse for writing.
maybe they shouldn't do every time those stupid secrets, keeping secrets until the end. Why not do it just plain and simple as, I don't know, as every Star Trek before or the Orville? Not saying they just should copy it, but not trying to keep every stupid aspect as secret as possible until the end.
Yeah, but it'll keep assholes like us still watching it. You know?
No, 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 not me. I'm done with it. I'm done with
No.
it. I will
Sounds like
not.
this asshole's done.
I have stopped watching Star Trek Discovery as well, but I was a bit
Everybody
late.
has. There ain't no new season
No,
yet,
no, no,
man.
no. I have stopped before, but I'm not. I was too late to realize I have to stop it because I don't like it, and I will stop it. Star Trek
well,
Picard now.
season 3 of Discovery is rumoured, from what I've seen on Reddit anyway, over the last couple of days, to be dropping either at the end of April or May. So if that happens,
I'm really not looking forward to the third season from what I've seen.
well,
the
I'm
direction.
optimistic for it. Like with Picard, I mean, think of it, chaps. There's only 6 more episodes of the Picard season because it's only 10 episodes. Season 2 is
So
also
it's
10
5 more,
episodes.
not 6.
Well, this week's included, so 6 more. So yeah,
Wait a sec.
Hmm?
This week's included is still 5.
you know what I mean.
We
Ice.
If you
episode-
counted this
You know-
week and the count.
Yeah.
last
be
week we
6.
had episode 5.
Yeah,
Oh.
he knows what you mean, but it was,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just don't make it complicated for me.
Yeah.
It's like if he could be
Don't
honest
do
this
it.
time. Just overlook it. We get it.
Yeah. I'll,
We get it.
to be honest, oh mate. Oh dear. So right, is this debate over with, or is it still continuing?
No,
What?
it's still there. I mean, but I think we're to the point where it's just like until the end of the season, can we really have a good argument?
Yeah,
Because
but
it's still kind of the unknown territory on what they're going to do and justify certain things. But yeah, in my book, the fucking Picard disguise is probably the worst disguise in Star Trek history.
I can't. That's so stupid. I mean,
not even one person be like, you look like that Picard guy. Not one person in a fucking universe. I mean, come on, I saved this. I've killed thousands. I mean, you don't know this face?
Well, to be honest, should I say? Oh, forget it. Just forget it. Just forget it. Just forget it. Oh dear.
I thought the lady who's supposed to be the Borg specialist would have spotted him as Locutus, but
yeah.
Oh, you think she would have known 7 and 9? They've been hating, you know what I mean? They acted this whole. She knew her, but you know what I mean. The way that whole thing went down.
That woman didn't half remind me of Deanna Troi when she was like from season 1 or 2 or TNG in the face. Very similar.
I mean, the question for me is, having a new Star Trek, fair enough. But when is a Star Trek no Star Trek anymore?
Well,
if you
put
just
the character's
change
name on the title.
But if you only have the title and the characters left over without any, if the writing, the and so on, and the complete background is changed, and the complete ideals is changed, what's left over then? I mean, even 7 of 9 is no longer is completely changed.
Oh yeah, I mean she was badass at the end when she went back and was like, "Yeah, I'd let him live with his dreams," and she shoots the bitch all up. That was badass.
That was Terminator. I mean,
yeah, that was badass. But they have to. I mean, that's the kind of the whole theme of the series, right? Picard left because Starfleet isn't the same, and he believes there's this and that. And I believe when it gets close to the end, they'll have some big fucking flamboyant, all the people coming in. Not this season, maybe, because they're already doing, like I said, Guinan's on deck for next season.
Yeah, but I would expect that he just carries the ideals ahead,
Well, he tried, but they wouldn't give him a ship, so now he has to hitch a ride, and it seems like people are just jumping to the cause because of who he is, and he does...
Well,
back his shit up even as an old man.
Well, he's having to go rogue, isn't he? So.
The only thing I think I hate on that whole ship is that goddamn. They keep putting him back in that fucking French house.
Okay, now there's another thing I hate at the very end of the episode 5. Okay, and now here's the thing. Just hear me out, and then tell me how they would explain this. Okay, there's the guy. He's there. Stop it. Okay, he's on the medical bay, or whatever it was. I think it was medical bay. No. And she killed him, simply. And there was the EMH, right? So the EMH must have known it somehow. And
or at least have it in the memory, yes.
Yeah, at least have it in a memory. Or in a log, But first of all, I mean, I'm completely... nobody realized it instantly when there is a guy dying in the medical bay. That makes no sense for me. But anyway, just... I would have an alert on the ship if there is someone dying. But anyway...
but that might be a Starfleet thing too, though. Maybe.
Well, I mean, in any ship, I would have that. I mean, if that's
you think
my
he
ship,
would be able to? As soon as he came out, he'd see the dude in distress. Do your job.
If you have a skeleton crew, I see what he said. You got a skeleton crew on a ship, and somebody's in sick bay. You'd want to know if some shit was going on.
Someone's flatlining. I want to know when anybody's starting to flatline on my ship. When people are dying, I need to know.
Exactly.
That's like my thing though with the whole transporter thing. How do you transport into somebody's apartment?
But here, wait. I can accept that point. I wouldn't do that if that's my ship, and it wasn't her ship. It was from the other guy. I would have an alert, so I know there's a guy dying. Anyway, so
but aren't there tapes and cameras everywhere?
Not on that ship.
There's gotta be. Like,
So,
that's the society they live in.
just take it as it is. But the next episode, that must be explained. I mean, he's dead there, obviously. You know, you can't take him away. So, what do you think what will happen in the next episode? I mean, there was the AMH, which definitely must know that she killed him, or at least let him die. And there must be a log. So, at least for the AMH. So,
well, because look how they reenacted the shit in that chick's apartment. Why wouldn't they be able to do that on the med bay?
Yeah, but what do you think? How they will explain this? Or do they just go over with it? Is that, well, fair enough?
I hope not. I mean, I'll be disappointed if they just brush it off, because Picard ain't no dumbass. And if he can't smell that from that bitch, then yeah, then the show's going downhill fast.
Rocky didn't want her on the ship in the first place.
Well, she's going through a thing, so we'll just ignore her for now. She just got
Well, she's
which she deserves.
away,
she deserves. Well, nah, Raffi's kind of got the feeling like no one would say it, and anybody who has her around is happy when she's around, because obviously she does good things. But she's been a drunk for a long time, and obviously left her kid and everything else, so
Yeah.
She deserved a cold shoulder.
What do you think? What will happen?
I mean, I think that she's going to get caught, but the question is on how. I mean,
you mean instantly on the next episode? I mean,
it's going to have to. It's going to have to.
Right,
did you see the way the dude looked? I mean, come on.
I mean, in the next episode, it must be start with at least. I mean, this part of the story must be start. The guy is dead. So, what do you think? What will happen?
I think she's going to get caught because there's only 5 episodes left, so they've really got to progress each one faster and faster to reach some ultimate end game.
The pace will pick up.
Or is there an end game? Because maybe they don't do an end game. I mean, they.
Well, we still haven't.
Well, they do that 2-part ending, where they do like in the old Star Trek series, where it's a big thing at the end, but they'll continue it and the first start of next season.
Yeah.
Like they've done the Borgs.
So you think they in the next episode they just realize, okay, he's dead, and they quickly discover that she killed him?
I think I think in I don't know how quickly, but I think in the next episode, on however they depict their time, they have to, because you can't drag. I mean, if you're that fucking stupid, then you don't deserve to make it to the last 4 episodes.
But then you have a problem. You have another character who's lost.
Well, no, she's working for somebody, and she's got some.
No. I mean, on the Picard side.
Yeah.
So that's not much left over.
But I think that's why you see, like he turns to old friends, and then. I don't know. Like I say, we're following a different script kind of in this one compared to every other. It's kind of like more. I mean, they're trying to focus it just more around Picard, doing what Picard does. Oh, we ain't got no room in the fleet now.
Who's Mendani?
That was the guy from last night that sent the email.
All right.
Mendani. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you will tell me next week, I guess. At the end of the week, I will not watch it. Definitely not. That's simply because maybe I give it a chance if what I hear is good. But for the moment, I will not. I watch it on Amazon Prime, so they know that I will watch it, and I don't want to be one of the audience.
Well, we'll find out here. A few more days, 3 more days.
So,
is anybody running one? Because if not, I'm gonna join an elite Starbase.
I'm running into the Hive at the moment.
No problem.
Well, you want to run a Starbase Elite.
I do.
I would do. Because it takes sometimes a long time to pop, so I just like to sit.
Yeah, but if you have enough, then it pops quick.
Oh yeah, so I joined it. So if you guys want to join an Elite Starbase, join it. While we're sitting here talking, we might get lucky.
Or we can wait for Volatile and...
It might be a while. I'm
Which
pug here, which is not good. I'm running into the hive. Advanced.
What are you?
Ground one.
Ground? Hive?
Yeah, into the hive is the ground one, yeah.
Well,
I got a pop.
They remarked.
Sorry, fellas.
So.
No worries.
I think I got a pop. It's going.
Nice. See? Ice, you should have jumped on the bandwagon.
I thought you'd just throw out an invite, but yeah.
Well, I didn't know what everybody's doing. See, while everybody's doing something and we're talking, we could still be queued up without interfering with the mojo.
You guys are not that social anymore since you become dictators. You know?
Dictator.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Stell is a little
Truth
bit
is,
like
I just
Kim
don't want to be
Jong-un.
seen on a team with you. Just if I'm to be honest. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, now Picard is like Clark Kent, obviously, I guess.
Yeah, that was horrible. Every time I think of that in my head, I cringe inside.
that's a little bit. Why just? I mean, instead of the
remember, he used to
iPad-
like to play like that character on his holodeck. What was that detective?
Dixon Hill.
Dixon Hill, yeah.
Yep.
Dixon something, yeah. I'm not sure if it's possible, but yeah.
It's Dixon Hill.
Yeah.
Come on, why is my shit stuck? Get the fuck out.
So I think tomorrow I go to the office with glasses on. Nobody realize where I am, who I am.
Who are you?
Who is this new guy?
Hey guys, you see the new guy?
I have read that the Orwell will not show up before end of this year, or maybe at the beginning of 2021. So no, next year. So.
Wow, it must be going to be kick-ass though when it comes back. They got enough time to work on it.
That's a lot of time, to be honest, compared to other shows. That's really, really much time.
Well, it was in limbo for so long, and if you're an actor, you fill up those holes with other work, so it's probably going around some contractual obligations.
Yeah, that's true, but Seth also said that he wanted to have a bit more time, so...
Oh yeah, it works for me as long as it's kick-ass, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, recently, Seth MacFarlane's been approaching CBS to buy the rights for Star Trek. I don't know if you guys have read that.
Yeah, I read that one. But what's he going to do with it if he got the rights to it?
I mean, let's be honest. A Star Trek with Seth MacFarlane couldn't be the best we ever see.
I agree with you on that. I would say the Orville, as its own entity, as it is better. As it is, if it became Star Trek by letterhead, there's too many restrictions. Then it loses the element of what the Orville is.
The critics I don't like is when people say, Star Trek Picard is better than or it's not better than the Orville, but the difference is that the Orville only copies TNG, which is not really true. I mean, yes, it copies something, but this is what I expect from a new Star Trek show, that it took over some of the, what was good in the past, and then, try something new on the basics. And I think the difference is that the Orville is more, let's say, realistic in some kind of ways. How people interact with each other.
It's familiar but different.
Yeah.
I know what you mean on that, Ice, because as soon as I first started watching the Orville, I was like, right, it feels like I've been watching this for a long time, and this is just like episode 1. Like, it's a very familiar feeling.
Yeah, but this is, in my opinion, the Orville is more like, I can understand the characters a little bit more than in TNG, because they feel a little bit more like people acting now. Like normal humans having some fun as well. But yeah.
Well, either way, it's something to look forward to, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I do like the Orville, I really do.
Oh yeah.
Very funny.
Definitely. And still an interesting space show, because I do like those exploration and the normal conflicts, negotiation, not only shooting and killing and beheading and cruelty.